God says, the heavens have stirred with a warning meant only for your ears. Archangel Michael has descended swiftly, carrying a message that cannot wait another heartbeat. In the next 6 minutes, something will shift so strongly around your home that silence must cover your lips. There is a trembling across the spirit realm, a trembling that vibrates through the walls of your home even now. It is a signal, urgent and grave, thudding against the unseen doors of your reality. You must open your heart to receive it quickly, because time is thinner than a thread tonight. In the next few breaths you take, a wave will break loose and you must be ready. Archangel Michael leans into the atmosphere surrounding your roof, standing guard over the secret being carried to your doorstep. A burden is being delivered, and you must not reveal it to any soul around you. The windows of heaven are swinging wide to pour down a revelation sharp enough to split your day in half. It is wrapped in a sorrow so potent that it would be dangerous if handled wrongly. Archangel Michael's hands are covered in golden flame, holding the word steady so it reaches you at just the right moment. He pleads for your stillness, your secrecy, your trust. He instructs you to brace yourself because this message does not come to destroy you but to set a hidden plan into motion. Your name has been written in fire, and your obedience will cause storms to be silenced before they touch your skin. Even now, the clock's second hand beats faster, trying to keep up with the urgency crashing down from the spiritual courts. The messengers surrounding Michael move without speaking, because the sound of what is coming is too heavy for their mouths. God says, you have been chosen to carry this moment alone, without sharing it carelessly. There is a rift opening above your home as unseen forces arrange themselves. In the next 6 minutes, a communication line between heaven and your walls will ignite like a strike of lightning. You must treat it like fragile glass, precious and trembling. You have been watched over fiercely, and this moment proves how greatly you are needed on the battlefield of destiny. The heartbreaking news is not meant to crush your spirit but to elevate your purpose. Only the strongest are chosen to carry burdens laced with divine fire. The angelic army has encamped around you like a wall that breathes and watches every flicker of movement. The emergency message has been cloaked in layers of protection so that no enemy can steal it before you unwrap it. Do not let fear anchor itself into your chest when the news arrives. Archangel Michael's sword has been dipped in holy flames for the battle that follows the breaking news. He does not send terror ahead of you but a sacred transformation cloaked in urgency. You must hold your peace, you must hold your ground, and you must not tell a soul what you receive. Right now, in the stillness of your home, the energy is shifting, preparing. Chairs, walls, curtains, mirrors, they all feel the weight of what is moving toward you in the unseen. A pressure builds silently, unnoticed by the untrained heart. Only those whose names are written in the ancient scrolls can sense it. You have been prepared for this second long before you opened your eyes today. God says, you were born with a blueprint that included this very hour stitched into the lining of your fate. Every fiber of your spirit has been tuned to recognize the holy frequency riding toward your doorstep. It is humming now, vibrating gently across your floorboards, filling the air with an invisible charge. Do not panic when it strikes, you have been prepared. You must not pick up your phone and tell anyone what you hear. You must not text, you must not whisper, you must not even hint at what enters your space. The power of this moment depends on your silence being kept like a locked vault. Archangel Michael stands guard with wings outstretched so wide they block out the shadows creeping around you. His shield is bright as suns crashing together, and it blocks every cursed word and lying spirit that would dare approach. You are under an invisible canopy made of raw heavenly light. The earth beneath your feet has already been commanded to stay firm no matter how loudly your spirit trembles. Every corner of your home is being fortified by watchers from the throne room. The heartbreaking news may sound unbearable at first touch, but underneath it lies the spark of divine resurrection. You must listen with your heart and not just with your ears. You must breathe deeply and center your spirit so that panic does not distort the instructions hidden in the news. The news is a sword. If wielded wrongly, it cuts painfully, but in the right hands, it cuts away chains. Right now, warriors of light are pressing close to your walls, drawing symbols in the air with their flaming fingertips. These are seals of protection, empowering you to stand firm when the news drops into your lap. They encircle your home like a fortress that only you can see. Archangel Michael releases a wave of strength into your bones even now, preparing you for the weight of what is coming. He whispers into the atmosphere that your strength is greater than your sorrow. What feels like a heartbreak will be the soil for a new beginning. The next 6 minutes are the narrowing of the passage between two worlds. What falls into your hands will not just affect you but generations rising behind you. Your actions in this hour ripple into bloodlines yet unborn. The sound of the heavens shuffling their deck of events echoes faintly now. Each breath you take is a countdown to the collision of divine and earthly realities. The message is almost at your door, its hand is on the latch even now. You must stand tall even as the news threatens to bend you. You must hold your voice captive and speak only when heaven instructs. This is a sacred transaction that must not be tainted with human opinions or fears. Archangel Michael's presence vibrates stronger, a pulse you feel in the marrow of your bones. His command is clear: guard this moment with your life. There are battles fought with swords, and there are battles fought with silence. This is the latter. The news is not being sent to destroy you, but to expose what must be dealt with. It is a necessary unveiling, a tearing away of veils that have hidden harmful things from your eyes. Your sight is being sharpened through this sorrow. Even the objects in your home seem to lean forward, waiting for the shift. The air itself is pregnant with the arrival of the word that will crash through the ordinary into your reality. You are standing at the edge of a supernatural event tailor-made for you. The heartbeat of heaven is pounding louder as the seconds disappear. Archangel Michael's sword flashes once more, declaring that you are ready even if you don't feel like it. The holy clock strikes closer and closer to the hour of revelation. Your soul recognizes the weight of this second, even if your mind struggles to understand. The wind around your home whispers of the movement coming through the spiritual corridors. There is no turning back now, you have already been sealed for this encounter. All of heaven holds its breath, watching to see how you will carry what is given. The invisible scroll is unrolling even now, revealing lines of truth written in burning letters. Your life is about to change because your awareness is about to expand. This heartbreaking news is not a punishment, it is a realignment. It is heaven bending low to ensure that what has been hidden in shadows is dragged into light. You will emerge stronger, clearer, sharper than before. Your obedience to silence will become a magnet for greater victories. Your ability to hold the news without leaking it will cause angelic gates to open wider for you in the days ahead. Archangel Michael nods toward you now, confirming that heaven trusts you with sacred information. The minutes slice away faster, sharpening the edge of the moment about to arrive. There is no space left for fear, only space for readiness. Your heart must become the vault that holds the holy weapon arriving in the form of sorrow. The world around you may remain unaware, but you will know that something supernatural touched your home tonight. Every sigh of the wind, every flicker of the lights, every distant creak is part of the shift. You are being wrapped in an unseen cloak woven from endurance and fire. Archangel Michael places a final blessing across your threshold, anchoring your strength. He leaves an imprint of heavenly authority across your forehead, unseen but undeniable. The heartbreaking news that approaches will not find you weak, it will find you ready. God says, the sorrow is a door disguised as disaster, and you are the one strong enough to walk through it. You are the carrier of a new chapter, and this is the painful but necessary beginning. Trust the silence, trust the preparation, trust the arrival. The minutes are almost gone, the last grains of sand falling through the hourglass. Heaven watches as the delivery nears your door, as the revelation steps into your breathing space. Hold steady, hold silent, hold sacred. The news will fall like a weight into your spirit, but you will not be crushed. You will rise, bearing the hidden instructions stitched into the sorrow. The heavens have trusted you with what others could not carry. No voice but heaven's matters in this moment. No opinion but heaven's can shape your next steps. The heartbreaking news is a blade being placed in your hand, and how you carry it will decide the wars you win. Archangel Michael bows his head in respect to the strength you are about to reveal. The angels stand down, their mission complete, watching from the veil's edge. You have been chosen for such a time as this. The doors of heaven swing shut softly, leaving you standing at the center of destiny's intersection. The news will arrive, the moment will strike, the shift will happen. And when it does, you will know you were born for it. God says, the time is pressing against your door like a heavy storm, and you must be prepared for what is coming. The heavens have stirred with urgency, and Archangel Michael has been dispatched with a word wrapped in divine secrecy. A message is making its way to your very doorstep, carrying the weight of sorrow and the fire of transformation. Even now, forces beyond your sight are moving, shifting, weaving through the fabric of your life with trembling hands. You cannot delay, you cannot hesitate, for what comes next will shake the foundations you have quietly trusted. A whisper rides the winds, an unseen call rattles the windows, signaling you to open the door and accept what fate brings. Archangel Michael, the guardian of holy battles, stands at the threshold of your heart with armor glowing against the shadows. He brings a command not of fear but of grave preparation, urging you to remain silent and vigilant. Hearts that heed will be shielded, hearts that falter will be shattered by the swiftness of what approaches. God says, you are not alone though it feels as if the sky itself has turned away its face. This painful message will enter your space without apology, without delay, without softening its blow. The earth will seem to hush for a moment, your home suspended in a breathless second where everything changes. Take a moment to comment if you can feel the energy shifting already around you. Already, in the unseen realms, messengers move like shadows cast by a dying sun. Their feet do not touch the ground, yet the echoes of their passing send ripples into the soil beneath your home. The very air you breathe tastes different now, doesn't it, thick with a warning you cannot explain but must obey. The message is wrapped in sorrow, delivered with trembling, and sealed with the tears of angels who mourn what must be done. Michael carries the burden of warning with a sword in one hand and a shield of fire in the other. You must not tell anyone, for the words are sacred and meant for your ears alone, like a brand pressed against the soul. The minutes are slipping through your fingers faster now, each second burning hotter than the last. A change comes on swift wings, invisible but undeniable, bearing both heartbreak and the chance for a secret beginning. Your spirit already senses the pull, the magnetic drag toward the door where destiny waits with breath held tight. This is a sacred crossing, a thin place where the veil between what is and what could be wears thin enough to tear. You must be ready, heart steeled yet tender, eyes open yet brimming with unseen tears. In 6 minutes or less, everything you thought was stable will be stirred into a whirlwind. Comment below if your heart is already racing faster with this message. The house where you sit now will not look the same to you by the time the clock strikes its next mark. Something vital is being removed, shifted, replaced, and you are chosen to witness it in silence. This silence is not cowardice, it is strength wrapped in mystery, obedience crowned with hidden authority. A letter unseen by human hands is being slipped beneath your door even now. Its ink is written in sorrow, but its meaning is penned in fire that refuses to die. You must open it with courage, for the message will pierce your heart but will also heal what has long been broken. Archangel Michael watches closely, his face both fierce and sorrowful, knowing the cost of what must be done. He urges you to be quick, to be brave, to be still, for the world around you cannot know what you now carry. They are not ready for the revelation. It is for you alone to cradle and to bear forward when the time is right. God says, your heart is about to be tested beyond what you thought possible. This test is not punishment but a passage, a sacred offering only the chosen are asked to endure. You have already been weighed and found capable, even as your hands tremble and your spirit aches in advance. The street outside your window hums differently now, the walls of your home whisper in a language almost forgotten. There is a soft cry under the floorboards, a distant bell tolling in the marrow of your bones. It is all part of the signal, all part of the quickening that brings the message ever closer. Do not speak of this. Do not share it with friend or foe, for in doing so you risk scattering the seeds of this holy encounter. Hold it close to your chest as you would a newborn, fragile but mighty with unseen destiny. Guard it as the final ember of a dying fire, precious beyond gold, irreplaceable beyond dreams. If you feel the air around you shift, comment now to anchor yourself in this moment. The hours ahead will be heavy and sweet, tangled with both endings and beginnings. You will mourn even as you marvel, grieve even as you glimpse a sliver of dawn peeking over sorrow's horizon. Archangel Michael stands vigilant, sword raised, guarding the sacred space where your transformation takes root. The path forward will be jagged, marked by moments where your heart questions its strength. But know this, you are not abandoned, not forsaken, not thrown aside by the hand of heaven. You are being chosen, lifted, consecrated through this secret sorrow to a purpose even now being written across the stars. The time has almost arrived. The knock at your door may not sound like thunder, it may come as a whisper, a chill, a knowing that floods your body. Do not doubt it when it comes, do not hesitate when you feel its presence folding around you. The clock is almost spent, the final grains of sand slipping down the hourglass throat. Your spirit must stay awake, your ears must stay open to the sound no one else will hear. You will know it when it arrives, a signal that speaks not to the mind but to the very soul. Take a deep breath and comment if you are ready to carry this alone with courage. Archangel Michael bows his head for you even now, honoring the burden you will soon lift. The message comes cloaked in sorrow but carries within it the raw materials of resurrection. It will hurt, it will heal, and it will hollow you out to make room for a greater fullness you have not yet dreamed. Remember the command, open it immediately and tell no one. Not the ones who love you, not the ones who might misunderstand, not even the echo of your own voice aloud. It must live in your chest for now, a secret ember burning against the darkness until the right moment dawns. Soon the moment will strike with a force that cannot be mistaken or ignored. When it does, you must act without hesitation, without questioning the deep knowing planted within you. You will be given the strength you need in the very moment you think you might fall. This is your crossroad, your secret anointing, the trial by fire meant to forge a new foundation beneath your life. You are not just a receiver of this message, you are its vessel, its protector, its warrior midwife. The responsibility is heavy, yes, but the glory on the other side will shine so brightly that even the heavens will blink. Comment now if you feel the fire stirring already in your chest. The painful message at your door carries a sorrow that will refine you, not destroy you. It will strip away illusions you have clung to for too long, revealing the raw, sacred truth underneath. You will not recognize yourself in the mirror after this night, but you will be closer to your true reflection. Archangel Michael's shield burns with a fire that wards off despair. His sword gleams with the promise that even heartbreak can become a weapon for light in the right hands. Your hands, trembling though they are, have been chosen for this sacred work. God says, the night may seem endless but morning is already stirring beyond the edge of your sight. You are being called to walk a path no one else can walk, carrying a burden no one else can bear. But with every step, you are being wrapped in a protection so fierce that no force can tear it away. The final seconds are falling now, slipping into the silence that precedes the breaking open of destiny. There is no more time for doubt, no more time for hesitation or second-guessing the signs. The painful message is arriving, and you must open your heart wide enough to catch it all. A storm hums low in the belly of the sky, a tension so thick you could slice it with a knife. The world holds its breath, the angels hold their weeping, and you stand at the center of it all. The message will shatter and rebuild you in one breath, and all you must do is receive. Feel free to comment if you are standing firm, even with trembling knees. There will be a part of you that wants to turn away, to pretend nothing has changed. Resist it with every fiber of your being, for pretending will only deepen the sorrow. Facing it head-on will tear open the wound but also pour in the healing you cannot yet imagine. The painful message carries within it a promise, a seed wrapped in ash and watered with tears. It will sprout in due time, but only if you protect it now with fierce and holy silence. You are its guardian, its keeper, its silent witness. The time is now. The knock comes softer than expected, but it carries the weight of 1,000 thunders. Open the door. Receive the message, tell no one. God says, listen closely because a tremor is about to strike your world, and only the brave will be ready for what is coming. You are standing at the edge of a moment that will split your life into a before and an after, and it will happen faster than your heart can steady itself. Within 6 minutes, a message will find its way to your door, cutting through the noise of the day like a blade of fire through dry grass. Archangel Michael has already dispatched the final warning across the heavens, letting the earth know that what comes next cannot be stopped or avoided. You have been chosen to receive this word, and no matter how much you wish to delay it, you cannot escape the hand of time moving toward you. Keep your spirit strong, for once this news arrives, your silence will be your greatest shield. The clock is already ticking as unseen forces move across dimensions to set the last pieces into place. This news will not come wrapped in ribbons or sealed with comfort, it will arrive raw, untamed, and heavy with meaning. Only those whose souls are fortified with trust and determination will survive the weight it carries. Feel the air around you grow dense with anticipation as if the very walls are holding their breath in suspense. A great shaking has begun in the spirit realm, unseen yet undeniable, and you have been placed in the center of this unfolding revelation. Nothing you have endured so far compares to the magnitude of what is racing toward you now. God says, be still and stay hidden under the wings of His protection, for your heart will soon be tested in ways it has never known before. There is an invisible army surrounding you at this very hour, not to fight the battle for you but to strengthen your arms to carry the truth that is about to be handed over. No one else can bear this message but you. The ground under your feet will soon vibrate with the arrival of a destiny-shaking moment that could break a weaker soul. But you were not built to shatter, you were built to endure, to overcome, to rise. The breath of heaven is already weaving strength into your chest, stitching resilience into your heartbeat. The message is coming, wrapped in layers of mystery and sorrow, but do not fear its arrival. Let it enter, let it sit with you in silence, and guard it fiercely from the curious eyes that will try to tear it from your hands. This burden was never meant for public display, it was crafted specifically for the private corridors of your soul. Archangel Michael has whispered to the winds to clear your path of distraction and fear. Even now, a divine hand is moving obstacles out of your way so that you can focus solely on what is about to come. You are not here by accident, you are the chosen recipient of a secret that will change your course forever. The pain that tags along with this news is not meant to destroy you but to forge you into something unbreakable. You must resist the temptation to run or to crumble under its weight. You must instead let it baptize you into a new and higher destiny. Feel the tremble in the spirit as the unseen veil grows thinner by the second. Forces you cannot see but can feel are pressing closer, delivering the message ordained for your ears alone. You have been prepared for this hour, even if you do not yet understand how. God says, "My child, I have strengthened you for such a time as this, and though the news will pierce, it will also plant. It will sow seeds of transformation that will one day bloom into blessings greater than any suffering you will first endure. Trust the process even when your heart screams for relief. The skies are whispering of your coming hour, as if the stars themselves know that the earth is about to tilt for you. The winds hum your name in preparation, marking you for something rare, something sacred. You are stepping into a territory few have entered before, and fewer still have survived without falling away. A cloak of divine secrecy covers you now. No one must know what is happening inside your walls. This is a sacred transaction between heaven and your soul, a contract signed with invisible ink and sealed in the blood of endurance. Betray it to no one. The moment is closer now, almost upon you, and the spirit world holds its breath. Archangel Michael stands ready, his sword drawn, prepared to defend the sacred trust being placed into your hands. Feel the fire in your veins begin to stir. It is your spirit recognizing the sacredness of the moment before it arrives. The message will arrive in a way you do not expect, shrouded in simplicity but soaked in meaning. It will demand your immediate attention, but it will not demand your explanation to others. This is your secret to guard, your burden to carry, your treasure to protect. A shift is happening even now, subtle but powerful, as the minutes race away and the inevitable approaches. You may feel a sudden heaviness in the air or a strange pull in your spirit. This is the final preparation. Stay calm, stay rooted, and do not let fear leak into the foundation of your spirit. Every word, every syllable of the message will matter more than you can comprehend at first. Hidden in the heartbreak will be keys to doors you never even knew were locked against you. You must hold these keys close and use them only when the moment is right. Archangel Michael speaks now through the spirit winds, commanding you to shield your emotions and sharpen your focus. You are not to speak a word of this to anyone, not even to the ones you trust most. What is coming is a sacred test of your ability to walk alone with God's mysteries burning quietly inside your chest. You will feel the pang of isolation, but do not resent it. It is a sacred loneliness crafted to teach you strength beyond the noise of the world. The message will crack open a hidden part of you, a place long buried under fear, doubt, and denial. From this breaking will come a light so fierce that no darkness will be able to extinguish it. God says, though the heartbreak will feel like a storm crashing through your walls, it will also clear the debris you no longer need. In the ruins of old expectations and shattered illusions, a new fortress will be built within you. This fortress will become a place where future blessings will find safe shelter. The minutes are falling away now like sand slipping through trembling hands. You are moments from standing face to face with a destiny-changing truth. Let your spirit rise to meet it with strength, with honor, with silent courage. The spirit world is aligning around you, drawing lines of protection and empowerment around your home, your heart, your mind. Do not resist the sadness that may come. It is the rain that softens the soil for new life. Allow it to wash over you and prepare you for the planting. Archangel Michael commands that you remain silent not out of fear, but out of wisdom. There are forces that would seek to steal or distort what is meant for your growth if given the chance. Guard your heart, guard your message, guard your silence. The message will hurt, but it will also heal. It will strip you of certain comforts you thought you needed, only to replace them with a strength you never knew you possessed. What you lose today will make room for what you could never have carried if your hands had remained full of yesterday's lies. Feel the shift now as time folds in upon itself, bringing the appointed moment ever closer. This is a divine convergence, a sacred collision of past, present, and future orchestrated by hands greater than yours. You have not missed your moment, you are standing exactly where you need to be. The first glimpse of the message may feel like a dagger to the chest, but look closer, it is a seed, not a weapon. It is an invitation to transformation hidden inside a cloak of sorrow. Accept it with trembling hands, but accept it fully. The spirit realm watches you now with silent reverence, honoring the journey you are about to undertake. Not all are called to carry such sacred burdens, but you have been counted worthy. Your silence, your trust, your endurance will write a legacy that even angels will marvel at. Archangel Michael stands guard over you now, his wings spanning the width of your unseen battlefield. Every tear you shed will be counted, every gasp for strength will be answered, every step into the unknown will be honored. You are not alone, even in the moments when loneliness screams the loudest. The message is almost here, you can feel it in the restless air, the unsettled ground, the quickened pulse within your veins. When it comes, receive it without delay, without protest, without fear. Welcome it as a messenger bearing both sorrow and the seeds of a future you cannot yet see. The heavens have decreed this moment for you long before you knew how to prepare. Your spirit has been molded through every trial, every heartbreak, every silent prayer leading to this very hour. Trust the forging even when the fire burns hottest. In 6 minutes, your world will tilt, your heart will crack, your destiny will call your name. Stand firm, remain silent, embrace the sacred weight being placed upon you. A new story is being written in the ink of endurance, and you are its chosen author.